Hello, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. It's time for finals. It's time for the winner brackets finals in the Twilight Princess LavaDash tournament. It's Nimzo versus Skyreon. Your commentators today are Dean Machine, Jack Wade, and in a moment, Kate will also join us. Folks, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Also
How
doing
is
good.
everybody's spirits today?
Really excited for 2 to 3 hours of very good high-level Goron Mines RTA play. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Bloop.
Hello there.
Hello.
Oh.
Welcome.
Excited to talk about Twilight Princess. How about you guys?
I'm excited to talk about Twilight Princess, the runners, my own personal experiences, the whole ball of works.
Yeah, same.
Keep things going. No resident sleepers today.
Fun fact before they kick off. Nimzo apparently got the world record like a couple days ago, and then like yesterday got it again with like the exact same time, which is pretty cool.
by 0.4
Wow.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such
You
a
got a
Twilight
point.
Princess thing. That's such a Twilight
Yeah.
Princess thing to happen.
All right. Well, our runners are running.
I think that happened to, I can't remember who that happened to back in the day. I want to say it was Fino, or it was back when the record was, when everyone was mostly competing in single segment, no saving quit. And I think it was
Nice
around
map.
high 330 or high 340.
We got this wonderful gate. The gatekeeper of the run, quite literally.
The gate that doesn't exist.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good job from both runners. What is up with this map? That might not be good for Nimzo if he doesn't realize his map. I don't know what... He worked it very, very quick and clean from both runners. Load times on Skyreon's disc look a little faster.
Yeah, also the Wii does to play a part in those two with the different revisions of the hardware.
Well, Nimzo's running on a PAL copy that is set to, what, Spanish?
Looks like it.
And Skyreon has the Japanese copy, which is the fastest language set.
Yeah,
Do we have
so
polls
that's
for who's going to win?
It doesn't look like it, but that's something that would be interesting to know which language is faster for this specific category, since everybody knows that German is the fastest for any percent. But I don't imagine we're using map glitch in LavaDash.
Yeah, and I don't think we're getting the underwater Goron bomb bag either, right?
No. I think that from what Simikins estimates is that like a good Wii run of Goron Mines, because Wii is technically the fastest with the Iron Boots tech, that it could be like 55, even low 54 or mid 54s or something like that with a really solid equivalent run because of load times and everything.
Yep. Yeah, it's a combination of load times and being able to run on the magnetic ceiling in Goron Mines.
Oh, predictions. Oh, man. So we have Nimzo. Nimzo's an amazing top-tier runner, and Skyreon's an amazing top-tier runner. Skyreon has a lot of devotion to this category, and Nimzo just recently got the world record. So it's just like, there's no way of knowing. You're basically putting your points towards just the support of both of them. I don't know.
Yeah, Nimzo's been playing really well the last couple days. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I just went ahead and put everything on Skyreon because I just wanted to.
Why
For
not?
no particular reason. Exactly. Why not?
I'm feeling Skyreon too. I hope us commentators aren't going to influence anyone else's vote. Completely unbiased. I very much equally appreciate both these runners.
You're gonna have to put more money on Nimzo. I only put 1,000. Rather like put it all in.
I'm just the kind of person that will just put all of my points on one option or the other. I go big.
I'm going to spend a third of my points because we have 3 races.
Well, that's smart.
Oh, we gotta jump into the cutscene. Skyreon about 1 second behind Nimzo, and that's completely on rolls from the small key chest up to now.
Yeah, for our viewers who may not know a whole lot about Twilight Princess, rolls are a big deal, and linking together frame-perfect rolls can be the difference between, you know, being at like a 45 or 50 in terms of seconds when you finish a certain segment.
Just for reference, this whole first segment is rolling minus a back in time, and top runners can get a 3:53 cage break, and like my best cage break time is 4 flat, like low 4 flat. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I think mine is about 4:03, and it's
just press the A button, forehead.
yeah.
Just all you gotta do is press the A button. This should be easy.
It's wild how well they route their rolls, and they continue to get frame perfect rolls as they're routing their rolls perfectly as well.
Oh, all right, go.
What do we think? I think like 18 and 20 is what we're gonna see.
Yeah, both sub 20s, if not low 20s for sure.
I'm gonna say 21.
Really clean from Skyreon on that turn. Very, very clean. B! I never saw this before. We got get in, we got B. What is that? A 19
It's a secret
and
message.
a 20.
I was off by 1 second total. I said 18-20, it was a 19-20. That's pretty good.
Oh, good job, dude.
I posit
That was another.
that the goats' names are all B, and get in is telling B to get in. It's a secret message.
No Howards from either one of them, though. We so that gained Nimzo an extra second, so now he's about 3 seconds on Skyreon. Skyreon gained a little bit of time back on him with a DF walk there. Losing times on the slope of rolls. You could just see the decay in speed. It's awful. Oh, I just feel that pain. I'm not even playing.
Like I believe if you link frame perfect rolls as you're going up the hill, like, you know, if you go down and you start your frame perfect rolls, do the 2-frame delay for the second roll, and then continue to link the frame perfect rolls up a hill, you can maintain a pretty fast speed.
Not me. That's a theory that I wish I could apply, but just not for everyone apparently.
It's really difficult.
I always just like double tap the A presses, so I never get very good rolls.
I double tap when it's like laggy more.
I almost always, actually, I think I always double tap for some reason. Just the muscle memory of doing the double tap every single time helps me out with more consistent frame perfect rolls.
I personally notice with the double tapping is it almost feels like if I get the frame perfect rolls, I still get like slow rolls often. Because you have to like reset your speed on a flat surface or wait 3 frames again if you do a early roll. It's like just we're literally talking for minutes about rolling tech here, guys. This is how stupid rolls are.
Yeah, y'all didn't even talk about the fact that Nimzo saved like 3 frames by getting box breaker when Skyreon didn't.
We're just not even. We're just on this rolling topic. We're just rolling.
I was even thinking about talking about box breaker, but I was like, nah, rolls. I'm all about rolls.
There we go.
We're a bakery up here.
Just a little bit of. Oh, Nimzo's just losing a little bit of shenanigans there. Skyreon's making it back.
Wake up too late.
And just rolling with it. Alright, yep, pulling a chain, letting the water in. Then we're gonna go pull a chain and let the water out.
I think one of the most interesting things about LavaDash, just as a category, is that movement is a much bigger deal than if you're racing any percent, or some of the longer categories that are involve a lot more bigger tricks.
I'm not gonna lie though, my movement with any percent post LavaDash has absolutely gone up way crazier. Like I've been way better with practice too.
Oh yeah, that tends to
really
happen.
pause.
Yeah, that tends to happen with like glitchless as well, or bug limits, whichever one you
You
would
thought
like to call
about
it.
glitchless.
On
Your
category.
text displacement from Nimzo and not from Skyreon.
That saves about 1 second, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's like 20 frames, I think. I don't know. It's still saving. You might as well attempt it, you know.
Yeah,
There's
if
no
it,
reason not to.
yeah, if a technique saves time, then it saves time, and eventually, like if you incorporate it into your run, then eventually it is going to save you time over doing the slower method, even if it is a little bit harder, a little bit more requires a little bit more brain power and focus on your part. It's
Well,
always
these runners,
worth it to incorporate that.
these runners need every half-second optimization that they can pull. Like, there was a one-framer from Nimzo, he's not mashing for it, Skyreon didn't get it because, you know, TP feels TP, man.
Yeah, it's a huge deal because this is a run that is potentially less than an hour.
I'm very certain that both of them will have sub-hour. Even if they miss a Hugo, you know, like, that's still something
That's
really
wild.
bad has to happen.
That gave me a reality check on my actual skill level, even if they miss Hugo.
I missed Hugo in my race against Beast, and I had a 59.22. I was 10 seconds off PB with a missed Hugo. I'm like, man, like if I would have just played, you know, a minute and 45 seconds better on that Hugo section, that would have been like really tight with Beast.
Yeah, I've never actually done LavaDash route before. Or no, I have, but it's been a while, so I think it's definitely changed. Like utilizing Wolf to get to the early elevator. I think that's about a 6 second. That's about 6 seconds that Skyreon has to overcome to catch up to Nimzo right now. We're gonna see if Hugo's spawn RNG is gonna help one or the other. Is it gonna put Skyreon further behind or even things out for them?
Pretty solid for Nimzo.
Yeah.
And
We'll see about that loading
not
zone.
the best for Skyreon.
Oh wow. At least he wasn't wasn't in the pathway walking towards the loading zone.
That's the worst, man. It's like he's got one job, but he's just piecing out.
I got that RNG for like an entire week once. Like recently, I think it was last month. I just got nothing but Hugo every single time. Spawning in the loading zone.
I hope y'all enjoy watching Nimzo's slideshow.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm on the edge of my seat. It
He
adds
will come
suspense.
back. He's in. We can see. He can see the slide where he's in. Only lost just a few seconds there. Skyreon having some difficulties here. There's a good one.
Yeah.
And he didn't do the slide at a good time. That's really rough. This is about a minute and 10 second setback right here. But if Jamal, like it could be made up by anywhere else.
Yeah, this is an incredibly rough time loss. This is very likely, in my mind, to actually just kind of set the winner in a lot of ways. It's going to be very difficult for Skyreon to catch up.
This is literal emotional damage more than anything. Like, yeah, there's a physical time loss, but he's gonna have to overcome the emotional damage and just be able to brush it off so he can keep just pushing through. Nimzo could fall in lava, you know.
Well, Nimzo could fall in lava. Nimzo could mess up double EMS a couple times.
Oh, exactly, dude. Jamal, dude, he could just give bad swings. Like, it's just RNG, man.
Yeah, actually, I lost about a minute to Jamal not that long ago, just because he kept giving me three quick swings, and I had to reset him twice in order to get a good swing.
You can keep going, even at 1 heart, but there's a very small window of opportunity for it to work. Dude, Hugo, let's go, man. We got stuff to do, man. There it is. Hugo was not swinging and just holding him up here. Was that
Yeah,
a
it's
minute?
a little interesting to see the
38?
different ways that Sword and Shield skip, because I know like I used to jump more into the wall, so like I was looking at the way Sky was doing it, and I was like, oh, it's like not a good back
he's a
hop, but
slider.
yeah, I guess the slide makes it work.
Yeah, we used to just kind of aim for the wall, actually, before we knew how the trick actually worked. We would purposely have Hugo, like, up against the wall, and then, like, not have him spaced out from the wall at all, and just do the jankiest Sword and Shield skip that, like, now that I know how it works, it barely worked, and that was the method everybody used. So I was actually looking at the timer, and Nimzo finished, pressed B to get out of the map at 13:17. So we're gonna have a solid comparison here in just a second.
I've when they split at the entrance of Crown, it was about 1:38 at that time. I don't think Nimzo's had any time lost from these bugs. He had really clean stuff. He even got the 1-frame Midna jump as
This is
well.
like minute 15 or so.
About 1:30.
Okay.
If you just, yeah, their timer is about 1:34 off or so right now. This area is so laggy. Well, I mean, other than Nimzo's stream, but it's not actually this laggy. But
Yeah, Nimzo's bugs have been super clean. Oh, shoutouts to Lunarsoap for supporting ZSR for three full years.
You know what else Lunar Soap does? He does so much for the TP community as well, and is just an awesome individual in general. So, shoutouts to them.
Shoutouts to Lunarsoap.
Clean house movement from Skyreon here. Is Nimzo going to do the void out? Is he going to void out? Hopefully he doesn't void out here. He'll obviously lose time.
He does void out.
Oof. That's gonna be a setback.
So there you go. World record holder officially voids out.
Wow, silly. And then the bugs are all spread out. Oh, gosh. That's gonna lose a half a second at least. Ah, he's got it.
Uh-oh.
Oop, no fast EMS, not Simikins. Alright, bad swing 1. 2. Oh. There it is. Clean. And luckily he'll get help refill on the tiers.
Right, you should get back up to full.
Yep, it's a heart per tier. They'll sync up probably eventually, the feeds. Their timers are like, yeah, like a half a second, I don't know, just but they'll get back. Skipping the cutscene there. I don't know, you could skip the cutscene early there, because like, the wolf charge still happens, but the second the bug's dead, then you can. Now we gotta do EMS part 2. Can't tell if Jamal is in a good spot here, I don't know. It's pretty far up, but...
Skyreon voids as well.
Oh, alright, so we got one mess up on Jamal here. Taking the safe spin attack route, good job. Jamal's just in a I don't know. Alright.
There we
Nimzo
go.
knows what he's doing. I've seen Nimzo attempt tricks from like ranges that I like have considered. Oh my gosh, there's no way, right? And I'm assuming that if Nimzo's attempting for it, that he has practice and knows that it's probably a doable for, like from that, you know. So I try to learn from him as much as possible.
I got the first one pretty fast there, so that's good.
Skyreon, hey, it was a one swing.
I think so.
Gosh, that best is a 555 on. Very nice on the best. Choosing to kill the bugs individually. I don't know if that was intentional. Really nice camera movement from Nimzo here. Cinematic. Skyreon choosing to do the quick kill, and then he'll have to re-lure and set up here. Oh, interesting. He went to the wrong route.
Well, no, I think he was doing the halfway strat because Jamal was
far
in
out.
your position.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I know you can like lure him and keep him close, but that was really clean Jamal there. So he's actually ahead of his, like, he's just barely behind some best there. Very clean. Nice best.
Yeah, Skyreon looks like he's still a little bit over a minute behind, but he caught up a little bit there.
Yeah, I think it's still sitting the 130 as way. I believe that it was similar to like the race with me and Beast, where it's like I made the one Hugo mistake, but the rest of the run played within like less than 5 seconds to gold for the rest of the run for the most part. Like it was just tight. It was better than I've played probably like ever, so I'm actually I feel pretty good about that, because usually like I get into a bad mood after missing like a big trick like that, but it's such emotional damage.
Yeah, maintaining a good mentality in a speedrun such as Twilight Princess is difficult. It's surprisingly difficult to, you know, just not be upset. It sounds so simple, but
well, it's interesting then, if you're trying to develop a skill set in button pressing, then maybe a better skill set would be an approach to developing, like, just, I don't know. I try to like express healthy amounts of annoyance, but not too much, because I used to definitely fly off the handle when I was like an early runner and getting annoyed with stuff, and now I'm just like, yeah, I'll just roll with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 3-hour run, so you gotta kind of like stay in Zen mode throughout.
Yeah, I always like try to think about the next segment. I'm like, oh, I could gold this, or I could save time in this next segment, no problem.
I do my best to just think about exactly what I'm doing at the moment, and nothing else at all, and just say, okay, just do this roll well, then do this roll well, and then press A at this part right here. And I try to take everything as it comes, so I don't have the time to have a bad mentality.
There's a lot of different approaches towards it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Nimzo's doing the reverse mirrored way, nice.
Giving me anxiety, honestly.
Yeah.
It gave me anxiety when I did it too. I did it and knowing that it's perfectly fine and still had anxiety. Nice rupee collection, which our runners don't need any. The rupees are just swag points, so.
They both got a lot of rupees out of that. I was watching clearly.
Oh wow, that is a lot of rupees. I like collecting the rupees there too, because it like sets the pace. It feels like, oh no, I just grabbed these rupees and now he's gonna blow his horn.
Yeah, I do a kind of a figure 8 thing where after do a B attack to avoid the hit lag, which, oh, actually, fun fact for our viewers who may not know, there's a timer that starts after you kill the first puppet for a countdown for when Skull Kid is going to blow his horn, and then he's vulnerable for you to attack him. And the timer gets delayed if you use such an attack in such a way that you get those freeze frames on hit. And so you always want to try and get a clean hit without any freeze frames, so the countdown starts sooner or doesn't get delayed.
They just try to kill one enemy with one quick attack to minimize like the amount of stuns. I don't know. More time saved. It's tiny details. It's basically the rest of this game, just details.
Yeah, looks like Looks like Skyreon is still sitting at about minute 30 behind here at as of Master Sword.
I'm gonna guess that we're going to see King Bulbin definitely throw some potential opportunities for, you know, RNG for the runners. Yeah, minute 27 seconds it actually looked like. So he did gain some time because Nimzo did have some Jamal stuff. And Skyreon's Pharaoh was just a touch cleaner. The wonderful 50-second cutscene is interrupted by a text box, and then you get another 20 seconds of downtime. I use this time to stretch and take some deep breaths, so I can go and get wrecked by Nancy.
I actually don't even, I try to pay as much attention as I can here because I timed myself against Rodner back when Rodner had the record once just in this cutscene because I was curious about the tech skips, and I started the cutscenes on the same frame and I was a second behind Rodner at the end of it due to his tech skips just being that much faster.
Yeah, that's crazy. And what's crazy in my experience with that is that me swapping controllers and doing the exact same muscle memory thing with each controller, I actually have different mash speeds too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like with my more broken in controllers, I guess.
I recently switched out the membranes, the contact pad membranes for my GameCube controller. And it actually helped a lot because it was so mushy before that I couldn't really feel, you know, exactly what frames I was pressing the A or B buttons on. So when I switched the membranes, I was like, oh, okay, now I know that like this frame, you know, when the box is faded in so much, this is when I'm pressing the button, and this is when I'm pressing A and B, and was able to time my tech skips a lot more accurately, and I was able to time my Gorge Void a lot more accurately as well.
Nimzo actually intentionally puts the map away.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of interesting.
Like, he did that twice. Like, what? I'm wondering why.
Sometimes I do that because I just hate the map being there. Like sometimes visually it throws me off for certain visual cues. So sometimes I'll
how does he do? How does he? Because you have to have the map out to do map glitch.
You mean to do like?
You just bring it back out.
Yeah, he pulled it out right on like the drop. Oh, really good RNG here. Really clean. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, that was basically perfect. There may not have been an extra second he could have squeezed out of that.
Oh, wow.
And Skyreon actually got the backflip here, so that is, 5 seconds over Nimzo on that. But we have to get a perfect fight from Skyreon, which actually is RNG dependent as well, so... I think Skyreon, yeah, is going to time the button presses.
Very nice.
Very clean. So what we're doing here is this is back in time equipped, and when we jump into the void, we press A, and then we are like loading the properties from this file into the title screen link, so we can have our items and our master sword and whatnot.
Nimzo was opting to kill the Shadow Beast's wolf there, which is interesting. Apparently, killing them as human is a little bit faster and a little bit more inconsistent.
I mean, it's probably...
Definitely more.
Yeah, it's definitely more inconsistent just because of RNG. And, you know, whether one is going to be staring at a wall and be just so much more interested in the wall than they are in you for whatever reason. You have to, like, run over there and be like, hey, excuse me, can you please come over here?
That particular group of Shadow Beasts is really annoying in my opinion too.
Yeah,
sadly with
especially
Skyreon though, he lost time.
Especially with the fact that like even at like as a wolf, like there's terrain there that you can get stuck on and just have a bad Midna attack, Midna Circle of Death attack that just kind of doesn't hit one.
happened way more than it ever has any right to happen.
It really does.
I always grab the longest one first, or the one furthest away first. Like, have him targeted by the field. And that has limited it happening, basically. Bottom of the well was a little tricky there for Nimzo, but he backed it up quick. Sky going for the human movement. Oof. Spin attacks, please. Why can't we just spin attack?
Yeah, so human, I think, moves a little bit faster in the water here, which is why it's technically faster to like stay human.
Yeah, the rolls through is not like... It's a lot faster, I guess, than the wolf. If you haven't seen this and you're a Twilight Princess speedrunner, I highly, highly recommend that you see this.
Is that a Bewildered Beast music video?
Yeah, it is. It also features Prince at the end.
Oh my god.
It's the most amazing thing.
This
Yes,
is
Prince, you're
beautiful.
famous.
We didn't talk about behind those Hugo eyes earlier in the run. Maybe we'll talk about it in the second match.
Oh, I'm gonna finish that when the race is over. But that was beautiful. I love the part where he got to the quick spins that were just not coming out. The thumb just refuses to cooperate. You know.
Yep. And we've all lost it to those. Dude, Nimzo's best here is a 639, but do not be fooled if you're a fade out split person that's actually retimed to like a 643 or a high 42 or something like that. Dude, if Beast approaches you and says, "Can I remix one of your videos or I need a VOD from you?" You just say, "Yes, sir."
You say
Whatever
yes.
you need, sir. Alright, we got a hotel for Skyreon, and Nimzo is coming to our Wolf Bomb House, okay. What? He must have been holding way too much back or something there. Very clean, quick setup. Backup and everything like that. No card rack to come say hi. Really clean hotel segment from Skyreon. Hotel can just get really weird really quickly.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Hotel, but for some reason, it has there's a tendency in Hotel for things to just snowball downhill really fast.
I don't want to even admit how much time I've practiced individually just doing Hotel. Probably more time into Hotel than Wolf Bomb House Skip. That's how stupid Hotel is.
Well, in fairness, Wolfbound House Skip isn't that bad.
It's really not. Like, the setup is just free. Skyreon's gonna crank it out too.
Yeah, I've been grinding it for a while, the last like couple of days, with the. Oh no.
Alright, Skyreon, what you got? You have to hold the right notch once you gain control of Wolf Link out of this cutscene. If you like hold the right notch, like during the fade out. Oh no! Now, in the case of Nimzo, Skyreon actually did not hold down enough at all, so he had the opposite effect happen, where he went too far instead of not far enough. And this actually loses about 25 to 30 seconds based on his silly movement there. It's
Definitely
really rough.
time that Skyreon could afford.
Skyreon's going for a best out of 3, I guess. He's gonna make it up in the next one for sure.
I love the best of 3 format that we have. Like, any percent is obviously a little bit too long for us to ask our runners to be going for like 9 hours a day.
9 hours.
I mean,
What an endurance test. Like, hey, can you devote a whole day to a TP? It's like,
I can, but it won't be pretty. So yeah, I would just, I really
Nimzo.
like this tournament format with, specifically with LavaDash, and the fact that there's so much more time in the day to do a 2 out of 3. And obviously 2 out of 3 is a lot more indicative of skill in a tournament.
nice rupee grabs.
I really liked how Skyreon dealt with that bug. That was really cool. Just like wait for it to walk in front of him, just press B.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Beast came up with a strategy, but also Nimzo has a strategy where he runs into the pot and then immediately goes far to the left, and it like just runs away from him, similar to like the Castletown bug. When you get into the corner, it just runs out.
Right.
And it basically is free and consistent. So now we got the coolest part of the run for Nimzo.
And for Bow Part 1.
Bow Part 1. His best here is a 635. That's basically dependent on perfect RNG. I'm guessing his splits are very, very optimized considering his summit best. I kind of like these down moments in the runs to just like run like through some stuff. Like it's like, all right, we take a break, just take some deep breaths, like kind of zone out on these like dashes, and then you got, I don't know, it's like a little bit of a breakup between like the early stuff in Pharaon and then getting into Goron mines.
It's a good opportunity to like disconnect from the more stressful parts of the run, and like you said, just zone out on the dashes and just kind of pay attention to your movement. Instead
Like
of
Laneru. Love me some just Laneru, just chilling. Just hold up, dash every 2 seconds. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like that could be a detriment, though. There's like too much chillin', you know, and you have to like refocus every couple of minutes. Otherwise, the chillin' takes over.
Well, sometimes that helps the run too. I don't know, it's always a double-edged sword. Nimzo talked to our friend Boat 4 to 6 times, and Skyreon is on his way to do so as well. Not 46 times, but 4 to 6 times.
426 times? Wow. Guess we're just using jokes at this point.
Yep. I put those jokes in the washing machine and dryer, and they were done just in time for our commentary today. All rinsed and reused.
Love it.
Sadly, we can't do early elevator this first time going up the mountain because we don't want to be able to save warp, essentially. So we gotta climb it the old-fashioned way.
Wait, we can't do it yet because you have to talk to Korgor, and basically that gains friendship with the Gorons, and then that allows the one Goron who's standing there to move. If you try before then, he won't move. I'm pretty sure.
Save warp in theory to like get back to the entrance instead of having to like go past him. But the problem is,
but you lose your stuff.
Right. So that's why I was saying we can't do it yet. Of course, I guess next time we don't even have to worry about the Goron because he'll just move out of the way.
Nimzo just did 2 very specifically timed side hops to avoid Gorons. You face your camera away and just like wait till they're close and start side hopping. Interesting jump slash there. Unnecessary, but... Gosh, you love to see good rolls. You're going up here, you just go back here. The Gorons apparently don't see this guy just teleporting away somehow. They just recently discovered that, like, not that long ago. They're like, oh, you can just go over here, because they used to go to the entrance of the room to teleport out.
Yeah, and so I know it didn't look like anything happened there, but like now Goron Mines is going to be open the next time we go back, which is really cool.
Yeah, essentially.
We cannot access Goron Mines with the Master Sword.
That's right, the soft lock that doesn't allow you to access it the normal way. But essentially what happened there was that now the game believes that you are allowed to just walk straight into Goron Mines.
The reason for that working is because we take the text flags that were in the broken cutscene of Bow, which is normally like an actual cutscene, and we just took those text flags, and when we talked to the Goron, it like kept those flags active and kept his speech in a different part of his text, and still gave us the flag that Goron Mines is open, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of those cutscenes reuse the same flags because they think that they're going to clear the flags at the end of the cutscene, but if you have broken cutscenes like this, they don't actually clear the flags, which is super nice for us.
I saw the Wii version do it off Telma last night. I'm like, oh gosh, it's just so awesome. These silly little texts. Alright, well, what kind of RNG does our buddy Bo have for us today?
Some very
Clean
slappy
movement.
RNG, I imagine.
He's just stood there and took it the first time, so...
It's a little bit funny because like Bo is supposed to be the warm-up for Goron, but like Bo is actually more difficult than Goron. It's like Goron just lunges at you like 85% of the time or something.
I would
Yeah,
imagine
you just
that,
dodge him.
I would imagine that's like a game design decision. If it was a conscious decision at all, it was probably game design to say, well, let's just give them the hardest
Oh man.
wrestle first,
Nimzo.
and then they'll be very proud of themselves for beating Goron.
That's right.
Alright, here we go. I think this will be it. Okay, Nimzo lost about like 15 or 20 seconds on that Bo there. Bo was really not giving him any leeway. Levanto.
Isn't that like Yevatelo? Maybe I misread it.
I'm a little out of date.
Basically, like, take it. Anyway.
Alright, and when Skyreon gets their boots, then we will see the time difference of the runners. We have early elevator. Yeah, Nimzo lost like 20 seconds to Bow there, and it's unfortunate, but that's nothing we can do, because it's just a 1 in 3 chance that you press the right button, for the most part. Throwing the bow down.
Yeah, so we're gonna see here on Nimzo's feed that like you just talk to the Goron just gets out of the way. It's really nice. That Goron wouldn't have done that the first time though.
Gold segment, yep, by 0.1. Really clean.
Very nice. Getting
Bringing
gold
it some of
segments is
best
always
down.
something that can like refresh your morale if you're if you're not say not racing, but just going purely for a run and just getting a PB, and maybe it's not going so well and you get a gold, and you're like, all right, well at least I've got my gold.
No pipe jump from any of these runners yet, and really clean first room here from Nimzo.
How much time does that save? Is it like half a second?
The what?
The pipe jump.
It saves 4 seconds from what I heard Glover say, because you don't have to
Yeah.
sit there and wait for the thing, and it's a little more direct. But
I
it's
tweeted
just
at one point it wasn't that fast. Anyway,
maybe 3 seconds. I don't know.
yeah.
I might
I
be
don't know.
wrong.
It's really inconsistent. Like you could get it maybe like a half the time, or at least that's how often I could get it usually. But like, not every time.
Under a second, he says.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nimzo going for the risky time save. Let's go. Get it so clean because his rolls are just very fast. They are it's about 1:50 behind for Skyreon right now. If Nimzo decides that swimming in lava is a fun thing to do, it could close the gap quite a bit because it will add a game over as well. Yeah, that's the 4 second time save. That's where it is. That's what I was thinking. The jumpies. I don't know.
Yeah, does it still say that on CSR that it's like risky but a noteworthy time saver or whatever?
And then Skyreon going for the button press, which is about 2 seconds slower than the fastest strat from what I've been told. Nimzo 2 seconds off of gold for that key shard is absolutely just crazy. And Nimzo or Skyreon goes for the slug damage invincibility frames here, whereas Nimzo killed the slug and gets a boost from the lava frog.
I still haven't seen anybody do the torch slug strat and then just go straight through the flame jet, which I know is possible on HT. I'm just not sure if you can do that on GameCube.
I don't know. I can't even do it with the frog. Like, I mean, I've done it, but just so few times that I just don't feel like it's worth. But Nimzo obviously gets it every time, so he knows what's up. Really clean rolls here from Skyreon. Gets it as well. Let's go.
Oh no! A little too early there.
Oh.
Ran into the rotating platform. That's what I did in my race too. Like, I just felt like it wouldn't drag you down as much as it did, or maybe you'd grab or something. But nah, that
Yes.
thing is rough.
Sometimes you just need to go for these kinds of things when you know you're behind, or you know that you've lost a lot of time and are likely behind. I don't actually know if Skyreon is watching Nimzo's stream.
Nimzo right now is on 56:35 pace, and if key shard skip goes well, there's a solid chance this could be a 56 run. Which is, I think, the fastest race time would be ever, maybe? I don't think we've had a 56. I'm definitely not going to be world record. It's 56:04, 06, something like that. 5.
6. Yeah, it's 06.
56:0x. Nice turnaround strat there for Nimzo. You have to look like downright for you to, for whatever reason, go forward. I don't know. Very strange when you get off those magnets. It swaps your inputs.
Well, I mean, it was 56:14 by Simi, but then Nimzo got world record twice in the last couple days, so it's 56:06.
Yeah, it's not probably submitted yet. That Simikin's run, though, has stood for a long time. Alright. Door. Gate. Okay, there it is. Just rub into the gate, right into the center there, and you just go through. Yeah, Simikin just shows up. And then he got a 0.4 second PB very soon thereafter.
So how does this walk into the gate work?
You just have to do a walk and slash. For that part anyway. Oh, that walk into the gate? No, you literally just walk into the gate, but you have to do it in the central position. Like, there's a visual for you, just copy a different number. When I was practicing that trick, I had like the frame right before they like jumped through, like just paused on my screen, and I just like kept staring at it. I'm like, alright. Alright, let's see how key shard skip goes. This trick is really annoying, but Nimzo, I believe, does the setup and makes it pretty consistent.
Yeah, how much time is it per attempt on this? Is it like 5
About
or so?
5. It's
Okay.
like 5-ish seconds. So if you cannot get this trick within 7 tries, most any time that you're doing this trick, then you should just do the key shard. This is skipping talking to SVA. I mean, the Goron. Nice.
SVA.
Buffered it. I don't even know what that Goron is. He's just old looking Goron.
Is that Gorabizo? I want to say that's Gorabizo, but I could be wrong.
It's been so long. So Nimzo probably lost 10 seconds, maybe 12 to that key shard skip. And got a 1 frame roll there. Let's go. It was the awesome setup that we can do to, instead of 3-cycling Dan Goro, we can 2-cycle him. It involves hanging off the ledge for some reason. You can get up and do a spin, hit him. Very nice, very nice.
I think it's just to lure him close enough to the edge that when we throw him off, he's too far off to get back on after just a couple of bounces.
I'm not sure. But I think it has something to do with like on the hanging on the ledge, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think like Link's collision might be like blocking Goron from getting back onto the magnetic floor.
It's really strange. And Nimzo is gonna do what looks like a bunch of just rolls, but he's actually pressing the B button 1 frame before he presses the A button to roll, and it cancels the ability to talk to that Goron, which his radius is ridiculously big for whatever reason.
He's a big guy, so it makes sense.
Yeah. It's like the Helmrot King from Wind Waker. You can target from anywhere in that map.
Oh my god.
It's disgusting.
That sounds horrifying.
Very unfun. Couple bow shots from Nimzo here. We're gonna activate this guy right here, come to this corner, and quick snipe that guy. Let's go, that was clean. Oh, Skyreon forgot to split for the Tektite clip. He's going for a key shard. Skip, setup this. And let's freaking go! You love to see it. That trick is
I'm applauding.
just not fun.
My mic is not picking it up, but that definitely deserves an applaud.
Let's go. Yeah, definitely with that trick, like even these top level runners could have some difficulties with it, so the fact that they both cleaned it up so nicely, like, yeah, it's a really, really silly trick. Way unnecessarily more than it should be. Three backflips
Kind
and
of son
then
of Twilight Princess, though.
silly.
Silly and more difficult than this game.
Alright, and nice, good job on the early cycle from both of them. Spin attacking him while on his, like, when he comes up after the first bounces or whatever, for whatever reason, gets him into his spin faster. Some nice slashes there from Skyreon. Nice slideshow from Nimzo. And they're gonna do the 6 times save. This one gets me too. Like I've practiced trying to get it, but I keep slashing the rope and not figuring out how to just slightly avoid it.
Didn't know that you could like land in that little spot between the ledges there and bonk like Nimzo did. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he was trying to like do a jump slash so you can get slightly past it. All right, Nimzo.
Wow, that was a strange little bonk.
Darn bonking for Skyreon as well. I believe this is still going to be a 56 pace if Virus goes well here.
Yeah, looking at his best possible time, it should be a high 56.
That's awesome. That's a crazy fast race time. Then grab the chain from between the legs, pulls back, and equip. Unless he does the thing where he just leaves Virus get back up. Nice armpit stab.
Yeah, Dean, are you referring to the thing where like the game doesn't actually care if you hit Virus on the first 2 cycles?
Yeah, our good friend Simikins demonstrated it in a race very recently where they pulled the chain 2 times and then waited for the timer for Virus to just get back up. And then on the 3rd chain pull, then they came up and did the last hit, and that's all it took. Just 3 chain pulls and 1 stab.
Get this parkour from Skyreon.
Nice parkour.
Yeah, very,
Gosh,
very
that looks just... Oh, good job. I've never really seen that, but it does not look easy. Really awesome demonstration of it, though. The Skyreon going for it. Up to the corner. Whoop. Oh, he fell in the gap, too.
bonk too. Nice.
You were tabbed out? Oh, man. Just clip it. Just clip it. It was a really clean parkour, too. Skyreon is still... No, he had... Wait. Yeah, Skyreon's on sub 1 hour pace. Still.
Oh yeah.
After all these mistakes, a missed Hugo, but keeping it clean for the rest of the run. Missed bomb house skip, like... A couple big determining factors there. And a sub 57, 56, 57 from Nimzo. What an absolute speedster.
Just want to point out for the record that I put all of my bits on Nimzo.
Wow, so you got some payout.
Channel
I
points or
would like to
whatever.
point out for the record and put all of my bits on Skyreon, so I've got nothing
Oh no.
Bet you can't give points to people like that here.
It's okay. I've got 250. I've got 250 rupees, and I'm gonna put them all on Skyreon for the next race too. I'm just gonna keep going with it.
Skyreon will need some morale reinforcement for coming around back. Counterpick Final Destination and go Marth. Well, is there a ban thing? You can ban them selecting Link, right?
Yeah. The real question is, are we gonna do no items? Not sure if you could finish the
Obviously.
when you know, Marth Final
The
Destination.
real
like-
question is Nimzo going to counterpick Aklo Link? That's the real question.
I was hoping for a fox or a falco, but or even a falcon.
Don't get me started
There's a-
on Melee.
Yeah, let's.
I will never shut up, ever.
I definitely appreciate Nimzo using this downtime to just practice safety bit. Very nice.
59:21 is best possible time here. Skyreon splits after killing Virus on the last hit, and then splits again after the cutscene. Oh man.
I mean, you have to like time how much time you're losing to mashing, you know?
I suppose. Alright, well. Race room number 2 is up.
So what do you guys think we need to see from Skyreon in race number 2?
Oh, we're gonna see tight movement. That's for sure. I think that those mistakes that were made are not repeatable mistakes, basically. And Nimzo is also just as likely to make the same mistakes as well, so we could very well be seeing a third race.
Yeah, I want to say this one's going to be a lot closer. It's maybe like a 15-second spread or something.
That was just a warm-up race.
That's right.
Absolutely. Blame Trez, oh my gosh. Just, why not? Alright, we have about a 2-minute downtime before our next race. I think to get some stretch, get some water, and then we will be back in like 2 minutes, not even.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do that very thing.
Say I'm a little disappointed